It doesn't. Gear does not matter. It's all about the ideas. I am lucky enough to have a lot of gear, a lot of beautiful synthesizers, beautiful drum kits, guitars, pedals, bass guitars, a lot of gear that I gathered over the last 30, 35 years. Do I need it? No. Is it great to have? Absolutely. But, you know, there was a time when I started making music, very young. There was nothing. In my early teens, I didn't have the money for an 8-track recorder or a 24-track recorder, so I figured something out with 2 cassette players at the same time and just, you know, figured out a way to get them in sync. I had a guitar. I had no money to buy effect pedals, but I was working on Saturdays cleaning up the backyard of a store that sold TVs and radios, and they would trash a lot of radios and TVs, and I would then take the parts out of it, and then I would go to the library. Online didn't exist back in the day, mind you. You had to go to the library to borrow a book with schematics of like a distortion pedal or something else. And I would then make it out of the spare parts that I would find in TVs. Gave me a lot of joy to do that. And then at a certain point, I wanted to get more serious into making music and making it my profession. And mind you, personal computers with the capabilities that we have right now did not exist. So almost everybody now has or a Mac laptop or a PC laptop, and it comes with a lot of music making software. You can find it for free. There are test versions. So now let's go back to 1978. All that didn't exist. So, so you had to be really picky where you saved your money for and what you wanted. And I come from a working class family, and so it meant for me taking on 3, 4, 5 different jobs in a week, from newspapers, doing groceries, cleaning up that backyard of that shop, to well, I had a lot of different jobs, but I just saved like a little bit of money, and then you're just like, okay, now I've saved $500 after like a year, 2 years. It's like, what am I going to do? Like, I had interest in becoming a drummer. It's like, am I going to buy a better snare drum or a better this, or am I going to buy my first electric guitar, or am I going to buy this or that? So and with those simple tools, I was able to make music, and it was all about the ideas. At this point in time, I would say having all that gear is sometimes a massive stand in the way to create like a really good idea. I mean, I can slap all those classic synths that I have with a great arrangement on top of each other in a Cubase arrangement. Does that gonna make the music good because these are classic synths? No. If the melody isn't good, if your harmonic progression isn't good, it's still going to be a shitty song. It doesn't matter that it's made with all the classic synths from the 70s and the 80s. So, yeah, that's what I would say about gear. You know, it's great when you have it. It's also a stand in the way of thinking simple. Sometimes I love to sit in a different space with just my laptop or just a guitar on my lap, with nothing else. So it all comes down back to basic and, you know, what you do with that. So is gear important? Absolutely not. Good ideas? Very important.